Hey guys, it's me, Mel'zan. So, Afterlife's Revendraft just came out, and I was seeing a lot of Garrosh did nothing wrong stuff because of it. And I know that some of this may be sarcastic, but still, I thought it'd be a good time to bring up all the things Garrosh did do wrong. Because he definitely did not do nothing wrong. Even Nixium's talking about it. Also, why is a Death Knight eating a banana? If Death Knights do eat, I highly doubt they would eat bananas. Anyway, so first I'd like to talk about the Balling of Theramore. Now, most people say this is okay because the Horde was at war with the Alliance and there were no civilians in Theramore at the time. They had all been evacuated. So the only problem with this really is that Garrosh makes a big deal about his honor.
Honor, Kromgar. No matter how dire the battle, never forsake it.
And dropping a giant bomb on a bunch of people who can't do anything about it doesn't seem like the most honorable thing. But the Balling of Theramore is still nowhere near as bad as a lot of other things Garrosh has done. And one thing people often bring up to defend Garrosh is that he is not trying to wage war on the world, he is just trying to do what's best for his people, and he is not truly bad. However, I think it's pretty clear from this that that is not true, and that he does wish to wage war upon the world.
Storm the shore and paint this new continent red! The power to crush your world and everything on it! Mountains of skulls and rivers of blood! And I will have my world! All who challenge me will burn in the fires of my hatred.
So, I think it's pretty clear that Garrosh wants to rule the world. However, not only does he want to rule the world, in order to do so, he takes power from the Heart of Y'Shaarj, which is arguably one of the most dangerous and corrupting powers on all of Azeroth. It is, after all, the heart of the most powerful old god ever to live. And so, it of course turned him into a giant monster Garrosh. Now, some people might say the Heart of Y'Shaarj told him to take its power, but it was still Garrosh's choice to take the Heart of Y'Shaarj in the first place. Now, I would not have thought Garrosh was irredeemable at this point, but then, in Draenor, he decides to try and start another giant war to kill everybody on Azeroth. Okay, so now to why pretty much everything that has happened since Pandaria is Garrosh's fault. So, Draenor is obviously directly his fault because he went back in time with the help of the Bronze Dragons, and once there he set in motion the events of Draenor. And creating this alternate universe allowed the Gul'dan in it to escape into our universe and raise the Tomb of Sargeras, which of course then led the Legion into the world, and so if it weren't for Garrosh, then Legion would never have happened either. And if it weren't for the events of Legion, the Horde's current warchief at the time, Vol'jin, would not have been killed. And if Vol'jin was not killed, then Sylvanas would never have become warchief. There's also a very high chance that Vol'jin was still warchief and Sylvanas had not become warchief, that the events of Battle for Azeroth would also never have happened. At least of the Fourth War. Now, N'Zoth still may have happened, even if Vol'jin was warchief. But the events of the Fourth War would probably not have happened if Vol'jin was still warchief. And Sylvanas becoming warchief was clearly important to the Jailer's plans, so if Vol'jin was still warchief, then Sylvanas would not be warchief, which means Shadowlands may not have happened either. Now, Sylvanas may still have tried to become warchief by force, but that would have a high chance of failing, and it might unify the Horde and the Alliance, who would both fight against her. So it is possible that if it were not for Garrosh, then Shadowlands would not have happened either. I also want to point out that if it were not for Varian and this stupid panda, then Thrall would have killed Garrosh and none of this would have happened. And not only that, Varian parrying Thrall's strike at Garrosh ultimately led to Legion, which is where Varian died. So when he blocked Thrall's attack, he essentially killed himself. So, in conclusion, Garrosh was a very, very bad dude. And I think he probably could have gone to the Maw. However, I also like to think that the reason he's in Revendreth and not the Maw is because he did this to a panda. Anyway guys, that's it for today. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon.